This is Twit.
So, iOS got a very incredibly huge update yesterday, or at least we heard about what's going to come this fall. That's when the iOS 8 rollout will come to all of us that aren't developers. We heard about it at Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference, also called WWDC, yesterday. During the annual keynote address, it always happens on the first day of this whole week of developer goodness for Apple. Now, we're not going to go over every single thing that's new today because that would be a really, really long list, but I do want to point out a couple things I'm really excited about, and I think will make your lives better too. Number A, a better iTunes for the whole family. Now, you know how sometimes you want to use the same Apple ID across shared devices, but then there's the question of like who's buying what, and you've got sort of this merged account thing happening. iOS 8 will now have a new feature called family sharing. Up to 6 people in a family, or just 6 people, I guess, can share purchases from iTunes, iBooks, and the App Store without actually sharing their accounts, but still paying for purchases with the same credit card. Now, as a parent, you can also elect to get push notifications for approval anytime your kids want to download anything and spend your money from some of the devices that might be linked. You can also more easily share photos, your family calendar, and other stuff to keep everybody connected. Now, I don't actually share accounts with anybody. I'm just a family of one, unless you count my cats, but they don't have credit card privileges. But I know a lot of you do, so I think that this is pretty huge. Also, the Messages app is about to get better, besides the fact that Messages doesn't really sync with iMessage on OS X, but that's a whole nother gripe of mine. Messages is about to go head-to-head with the Facebook Messengers and the WhatsApps and the Snapchats with voice messaging that's sort of in line with text messaging, videos, better group chat functionality like muting a group chat that's too noisy for you without actually removing yourself, or actually removing yourself from one once you've had enough. You can share your location from within Messages now without having to jump over to the Find My Friends app. And then multiple photo sharing as well. You can just like share like 10 pictures to somebody right within your chat. So these are just a couple of things that stood out to me as really huge leaps forward for iOS that we will see fairly soon. We don't have a specific date, but we know it's going to be fall, and we'll cover more of them in future episodes too.